Video disc jockey, hello Loveland, Mainville, and Goshen, Ohio. You probably got a question and answer for me. Did I have any chores growing up? Because, the 1970s was a lot different than today. Did I have any chores? No, not really. We had a small yard and Dad kept that mowed. One chore I did have, we burnt kerosene. And now, usually, as you get older, sometimes life gets easier as you get near adult. In other words, usually you ain't got as many chores. Well, the older I got, we went from burning kerosene to burning wood. And to this day, I'll never ever burn wood again. No. I know that's one of the reasons why I'm working, why I've got 4,000 videos. It's one of the reasons why I've been doing this video business for 5 years. Because I'm going to afford either electricity or gas. I'll never burn wood. If I live to be 100, no, it's too dirty. It's not good for you to breathe. It might cost you, it might be very cost efficient. I don't care. I'll have plenty of money next April. It doesn't bother me when I get paid. But I'll never burn wood again. But anyway, when I was 10 years old, and I mean never burn wood again. Anyway, when I was 10 years old, like I said, we burnt kerosene. Now, we rented a house that was a store. We rented the L shape. We rented the side and back of the house. And a lady by the name of Opal Cook ran the front. Little mom and pop store. Of course, she was probably about 40 then. Anyway, she had gas pumps in the front. And the walk from our back door to her gas pumps, front of the store, was probably not over 150 feet. But when you're 10 years old, 150 feet is a long way. But one of my chores, I had to go get, Dad had a 5-gallon kerosene can, black. I had to go get, I think it was like every Friday, I had to go around the store and pump 5 gallons of kerosene and carry that back. And one time Mom complained a little bit to Dad about me doing that. Dad's excuse was, "Hey, it'll build muscles on him." That probably did, a little bit. But oh, I was so heavy. It was hard carrying 5 gallons. I can remember trying to get leverage carrying it in front of me. It was hard to carry 5 gallons, but I did it for a number of years. At 10 years old, I was carrying 5 gallons I think it was like every Friday. And to this day, we had a tank. We had I guess a 250-gallon tank. People were funny. Now, my dad never did get that tank filled. I guess he was always afraid. He's afraid of fire because his house burnt in 1960. I guess he's always afraid that 250 gallons of fuel, which even though it was on the outside, I guess he was afraid that it would catch fire. If he could have got 250 gallons and it had been cheaper. We was buying 5 gallons a week at the regular retail price. But it would have been cheaper on it. My aunt always went by the truck. She always ordered 250 gallon. It was cheaper, but that's just the way my dad was. I think he was fear of fire. Anyway, every Friday, I think it's like every Friday, at least once a week, I'd have to go around the store and get 5 gallons of kerosene. Of course, Dad would make my trip worthwhile. He would say, "Get you some candy bars and pop." I just usually wouldn't go around there just for kerosene. No, I'd go there and get some pop. Well, I'd carry the kerosene back to the house. Then I'd go back to the store, would just walk around the house and get our food and pop. In a sense, I miss those days. I really, it's crazy, I know, but I miss that to a point. I didn't miss the weight. That was heavy. But I kind of, 50% of me, I miss that. And 50% of me, I don't. But I look back at it all, and I think, it wasn't really that hard. But, when you're a 10-year-old, that 150 feet carrying 5-gallon kerosene, that's not easy. But it didn't hurt me. Nah, it somehow it was very minute, but somehow that made me a little stronger. It did. It was very minute, but somehow it helped. But as the old saying goes, and I quote, "No pain," or I'm sorry, No gain without pain.